What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the new video. If you're new to my channel, my name is David J. Kelly, and here I am focused on helping you build yourself into the best man possible. So this video, we're gonna talk about 5 habits that high value men possess. So without further delay, I'm gonna dive right on in to this video so we can get you being more like the high value man that you desire to be. So let's first talk about high value and what that really means. High value to me means that you're a man that is highly desirable by, both women and also that men look up to and respect. High value men, put it this way, are men that basically men want to be and women want to be with, okay? And that's something that we all want to aim for as men. That should be our goal as men, is to build ourselves into being that. When it comes to being a high value man, there are steps to literally take to get yourself into that position. This is not something that you're born with, or it's something that's just inherited or whatever. You have to build yourself into being a high value man. And that goes for being mentally a high value man, emotionally, financially, physically, all aspects of being that. High value men are focused on all of that. So what are the habits that high value men possess? Let's talk about the first one. And it's probably no surprise to you guys if you know me. We're gonna talk about training and how you eat, okay? So high value men put a large emphasis on their body, transforming their body. Now, for me personally, this is anecdotally where I caught the most momentum in my life, and this is really what taught me that I could go and be a better man, because once I learned how to transform my body and saw that I was able to do that, it empowered me and made me realize, like, man, what else can I do? And a lot of people find this. A lot of my clients that I work with on a daily basis have found this in their lives. Once they were able to transform their body, suddenly all these other possibilities open up in their lives. It doesn't necessarily matter how you go about doing this. For some men, it's doing CrossFit. For some men, it's running. For some men, it's bodybuilding. Whatever it is, you need to put a large emphasis on taking care of your body, transforming your body, and building your body. Because I can tell you right now that, and there's a lot of science to back this up, I don't have studies on hand right now, when you are physically fit and you're in great shape, you gain the respect of men almost instantly. Okay, because us men understand how hard it is to do that. And number 2, women have much more respect for you as well. So it is endless possibilities from there, and all high value men are putting an emphasis on building and growing their bodies. And like I said, there's many ways you can go about doing this. Obviously for me, it's bodybuilding, but I respect, and there's a lot of different methods out there to do that. With my clients, I'm working on helping them sculpt and mold their physique. So if that's something you're interested in, click the link below. You can book a free consultation with me for 15 minutes. We can talk about your goals and all that good stuff. The second daily habit that high value men possess is they eat well. What you put in your body is super important. That goes for food, that goes for supplements, that goes for, if you're consuming drugs or anything like that. What you put into this machine that is your body that we're trying to transform, like we were just talking about, is gonna have a huge impact on how you look, how you feel, how you perform, how you sleep. All these things are super, super important, because high value men, as high value men, we're trying to better ourselves. We're trying to better our lives. And when we put garbage into ourselves, how can we possibly expect to perform well in the gym, to perform well at our job, to, have the confidence to approach women, to, have the confidence to do anything in life? When you don't feel good, it's very hard to perform well in life. Being a high value man is all about performing. So it's very important that you eat well. And again, as I just said, what I do with my clients is I teach them how to eat, how to, train, how to do all these things to mold and shape their physiques for their goals. And what's really important, and most people overlook, is they just want to do the first daily habit that I said, which is train in the gym. Training's fun. Eating's the hard part, right? You don't have to be perfect, okay? The rule that I have for my lifestyle clients that are non-competitors is 80-20, right? So 80% of the time, you're gonna eat really, really well. Lean proteins, good carbohydrate sources, healthy fats, veggies, fruits, all that kind of stuff. And then 20% of the time, you go and you do what you want. You wanna have some pizza, you wanna have some wings, you wanna have, a steak or whatever out with your friends. That's totally fine. If you eat well 80 to 90% of the time, the other 10 to 20%, I'm telling you guys, is not gonna make as big of a difference. Are you gonna be able to get sculpted, shredded, amazing physique that way? No. But are you going to be able to live better than 99% of men? Absolutely, without question. Okay? So remember, it's what you do most of the time that is most important. And remember, high value men eat well and they monitor what they're putting in their body. Speaking of body, the next one is going to be talking about dress and how you style yourself, how you groom yourself. High value men are always going to be putting an emphasis on their style and how they groom themselves. Have you ever seen a high value man that's not dressed well? Probably not. This does not mean you need to wear a suit and a tie and all that stuff. That's not at all what I'm talking about. Everybody has their own style. For me, more or less, it's going to be a lot of like workout apparel. But what's most important is it's clean, it looks good, it fits my body well, and it's going to show my physique off in the best way possible because I put all this hard work into building my body. I'm not all of a sudden going to, wear a shirt that's like a quadruple or 5XL that makes me look bad, right? This triple XL I'm wearing from TLF, my clothing sponsor, it fits me correct, right? You can see it fits my physique well. I'm not wearing an XL that's overly tight. I'm not doing anything like that. You don't have to be overly stylish. You don't have to be anything crazy. And, when it comes to style, there's other aspects too with, watches and chains. And like for me, I have, earring studs. But whatever your style is, what you want to do is figure that out, right? Figure out what your identity is and what best matches on with that. The next part of that is obviously how you groom yourself. What are you doing with your facial hair? What are you doing with your hair itself? Because, you're not going to catch a high value man out of the house where he looks sloppy, right? The hair is a mess. The face just looks scraggly. It's just not the look, right? So when you are putting yourself together, if you think about this, people's first impression of you is so important. That's why building your physique is important. That's why eating well is important. And that's why styling and grooming yourself is very important. Again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to cut your hair, how to style your facial hair and all that different stuff. That's up to you to decide. Your jewelry, all that different stuff. And there's tons of good resources out there online to help you do that. There's a lot of men and women that are very good with that stuff. I'm not the specific person that's going to tell you what to do with your style. But the thing is, you got to know your style and own your style, both with your hair, your facial hair, and how you're dressing. Number 4, and this probably should have been number 1 if I'm being honest, is high value men have a purpose. And not only do they have a purpose, they are committed to work on that purpose. They work hard at that purpose every single day of their lives. If you're confused about what you should be doing in life, that's totally fine. It's very, very normal. Chances are if you're watching this video, you're probably on the younger side. You're probably under 30, 35 years old. It's very normal to question what you should be doing with your life. In fact, for me, I'm 30 right now. Up until I was 26, 27, that was very confusing for me. Now, some people, have a clear cut of that when they're 17 years old. Some people when they're 15. Some people don't hit that until they're 40. Some people never have that. The most important thing is you have to recognize that and discover that, because if you don't, you're going to spend your life building somebody else's purpose and vision for them. You don't want to do that. High value men aren't doing that. High value men are building their lives and building their dream, lifestyle the way that they want to. And building yourself and building your purpose and bringing that vision to life, it requires a lot of hard work. Let's just be honest about that. It requires a ton of hard work. It's not easy. It's not, a cakewalk. It's very hard. And so it's going to require hard work. Building your physique takes a lot of work. Eating discipline requires hard work. Styling yourself, make yourself look good, it requires hard work. Being a high value man is nothing but hard work. But the thing is, the return on that investment of building yourself and presenting yourself into the world as a high value man is unparalleled. And I've been on both sides of this, right? And I've seen that. You will be amazed the opportunities that open yourselves to you when you find that purpose, you commit to it, and you work hard on it. My purpose is helping people like you. It's helping people like you find that purpose, build themselves so that you now are empowered to go live your life. You have your purpose, and now you're attracting all this different opportunity with your career life, with your social circle, with women. That is my goal for you. That's my purpose in life. Your purpose might be wildly different. You might be a surgeon, you might be a plumber, you might be a car mechanic. It doesn't matter, but you got to find that purpose, own that purpose, and work hard on it. And last but not least, this is, in my opinion, might be the most important one, is that high value men keep their word and have integrity. When you say you're going to do something and you tell people that, or you say that to yourself, you keep your word on it. That could be something with your morals. That could be something with a commitment that you're making for a goal for yourself. It doesn't matter what it is. Having integrity and treating people correct is also part of this. High value men are not out there, cheating and being disloyal. When I say cheating and being disloyal, what I'm talking about is in relationships. High value men are loyal, they have integrity, and they're committed. They're committed to their partner, they're committed to their vision and purpose in their life, they're committed to their nutrition and how they build themselves. It's very important to understand this stuff. If you want to be a high value man, all 5 of these are really just the tip of the iceberg, and this is a good place to start, because what you really need is hands-on help with this. So like I said, I do offer that, but even if you don't want that at this point in time, starting with these habits and building them into your life, I literally promise you will change your life. You have to start this not tomorrow, not in a few days. I'm talking right now. Write these things down, make a list of them, and run with them. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I am so grateful that you joined me in this entire explanation of what high value men do, how do high value men build themselves, because habits are everything. Habits are what we need because they require consistency. And if you're gonna build yourself into a high value man, it's gonna require consistency. So I will see you guys in that next video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video so we can push it out to more of our brothers that need this help, that wanna build themselves into a high value man. I'm building a community of people just like you who want to build and improve themselves. So I will see you in that next video. Have a great day or night, depending on whenever you're watching this.